everyone. So yesterday I went and I bought a whole bunch of makeup that I probably shouldn't have because one of my local Rexalls was going out of business and everything was at 45% off. So I asked on my Instagram if you guys wanted to see me do a get ready with me with all the new products. And I got a renowned yes, like 100% yes. So if this video doesn't work, it's all your fault. So I'm currently sitting on my bed in white pants, going to put on makeup. What could possibly go wrong? We're going to find out. Alright, so I have already washed and done, like washed, moisturized, put sunscreen on, all that fun stuff. This is also going to be a bit of a first impression because I've never used any of these products because, well, I bought them last night. And I'm also going to just kind of chat with you guys a little bit as I get ready for work. And hopefully I can do this and get out of the door on time. It's going to be interesting. So first of all, we are going to start with the Infallible Matte Pro Lock Primer. I've used a primer before and ended up with really bad results because it was for combination oily skin, and I just have oily skin, especially with this whole sunscreen use thing. I'm going to see how that goes. And I'm also going to be doing a check-in with you guys later to find out if I actually like the product. Alright, so it comes out white. I'm fighting with the lid. And yeah. So it kind of feels like sunscreen. And it kind of feels oily, which to me is a bad thing, and I need more. And it's supposed to finish, it's supposed to be matte finish, prep the skin, and smoothing and blurring. So we're going to see if that works as well. And it's supposed to pro-lock. It says it has long wear, so that it will help with the longevity of my makeup. And I will let you know, like I said. So the reason why I am doing YouTube now is because I've noticed that with someone with incredibly sensitive skin, there's not a lot of people that have sensitive skin on YouTube, and they're posting videos about it. And I'm sorry about the jiggly camera. My camera is currently sitting on a little mini tabletop tripod on a bunch of books on my bed. Yeah, I'm going to have to work on this setup. For foundation, I am using the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation in shade LN4. It's pretty much like incredibly close to my skin tone, so I might need to look for a new summer shade, so to speak. Except I don't tan, I just burn. So place it on like so. So like I said, the reason I am doing YouTube is because when I first started wearing makeup a whole 8 months ago, I was noticing that a lot of people, there's nothing there for sensitive skin issues. And I have eczema on my face, I have rosacea, which is where all the redness comes from. So it's really hard for me to find products that actually work for my skin, because I need products that are incredibly sensitive with no perfumes and any of that fun stuff. So I want to help educate people that have the same kind of skin issues I do. And I'm also a giant nerd, which you guys will soon find out. So I also want to do some like cosplay type makeup tutorials as well. So we shall see if this actually works. And yeah, so that's my goal. I do work full-time. I am a retail store manager. It's so much fun. But yeah, so the goal is definitely to leave retail and do this full-time, along with my Etsy shop, which hopefully I will open soon. And it's a crochet Etsy shop where I make my own geek-related patterns. Shameless plug right there. It's not open yet, so you guys can't go searching for it. But yeah, that is the game, and we'll see how it goes. And I'm probably using the wrong end, but I don't care. I'm using the Quo sponge. It's soft and squishy, and I like it. And I'm too cheap to buy the Beauty Blender. Alrighty, so on first look, I mean, I can still see my pores, which everyone's like, oh, it's so minimizing and great, but I have really large pores in this area here, and I can still see those. I'm still a little bit oily, but that might be from my sunscreen. We'll see how that works. I just might need to actually buy a new sunscreen. Alright, so then there's that. So that was that product. And now we're going to go onto the eyes, because that is what I do. And for eye primer, I'm going to be using the CoverGirl Lid Lock Up. I don't know if that actually worked. We're going to find out. I use the mirror for my Soft Glam palette all the time. It's huge, and I love it. And I'm also, since I said, I am sitting on my bed, so I do not have another mirror with me, because that was poor planning on my part. Alright. And even though I'm going to be using like a semi-liquid eyeshadow that everyone says you do not need a primer for, I am still putting a primer on because I have such incredibly hooded eyes. It just creases on me all the time, and my eyes get super, super, super oily. So we're going to see how this works. And then I'm going to create some definition. So I'm going to start with the shade Orange Soda, and just kind of go all over the eyelid for that to create sort of a base. And then I'm going to go with Burnt Orange, same brush, because I only have 2 eyeshadow brushes, and put some definition in the crease, and a little bit, like I said, since I have such hooded eyes, I need to put definition onto my brow bone as well. It needs to go a bit higher, and blend that out. I don't want to do too much in the crease because I'm going to be wearing a incredibly glittery gold eyeshadow, mainly on the most of my lid, because hey, I'm wearing a silver shirt, so I'm going to wear gold because that's how I roll. Generally, I like to coordinate my eyeshadow look with what I'm wearing. Not doing that today. Alright. Okay, so and then and that was with my e.l.f. blending brush, I think it's called. Yeah, it's just called the blending brush. So with the e.l.f. Shadow C brush, and I'm probably using these brushes for the wrong things, and I really don't care. I'm going to go into the shade Sienna here. And, well, this is my only high-end palette. Actually, that's not true. I have the Urban Decay Naked palette, which I do not like. I know, unpopular opinion, but there it is. And we're just going to pop that a little bit into the crease and onto the outer corner as well. And give myself a little bit more definition there. So yeah, I have an incredibly warm eye look that I'm doing. And I don't plan my eye looks, I just kind of go, oh, I'm going to do this today. So yeah, we're going to do incredibly warm eye look and cool tone shirt. Because hey, that is how we're awesome. And then I'm going to blend this out back with my blending brush, because well, that's what it's for. I'm really hoping this is actually recording and not I'm just talking to a camera. But hey, I'm going to find out after work, because I'm not going to be watching this until then. And then I'm going to take the new one that I bought, which is the Infallible eyeshadow by L'Oreal in shade Eternal Sunshine. And from every one that I've said, you just kind of use your finger, you don't even use a brush, since it's packed pigment. I've never used a packed pigment before. I've never even used loose pigment. I generally just use pressed shadows. So this is going to be interesting. And we're just going to tap it on the lid. And oh my god, that is potent. Now supposedly this is not going to crease. We're going to put that to the test. Because everything on me creases. And then we're going to do the other eye. And I always have one eye that looks better than the other, and the one that looks better than the other is always my right eye. because, well, my left side just doesn't like to cooperate. It's weird. Awesome. That is ridiculous. So then just with my finger here, I'm going to take the tempura, put it on my brow bone. Bring the whole look together. And we are done. And I am totally glittery, which is awesome. That's going to be kind of themed today because the new blush that I bought also has some sheen to it, which I'm kind of excited about. Wow, that's ridiculous. Okay. So then I'm going to go into concealer. Find my concealer. I did not plan this very well. So for concealers, what I use, I can find the other one. This is what editing's for. Edit all this out. So I cannot find it. Oh, there it is. So we're going to use the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind for the Eraser Dark Circles in the shade Neutralizer, and then I'm going to use the other shade again in the shade Light. So I first bought this one. It was too pale, so it didn't work. So I'm going to use it up. However, I saw a post on Kathleen Lights. She's one of the YouTubers that I follow, about how if you use the lighter shade to do the dark circles, it helps. So I've been doing that. So yeah, so some of the other YouTubers I follow and kind of my inspiration for doing this whole thing are the #1 YouTuber I follow, and she's amazing and I love her, is Jessica Braun. So I'm trying to do a triangle. I'm awful at it. I've only been doing makeup for 8 months. So this isn't really I don't really consider myself a beauty guru, like anywhere close to it being a beauty guru. The reason why another reason I'm doing YouTube is because I want to kind of showcase my journey, because you never see where these people start from. You just see where they end up. So this is kind of me fumbling my way through and documenting it for everyone to watch and posting it online. Because hey, what could go wrong? So yeah, just blending this in. I also tend to use my finger. For some reason it's looking really yellow on my skin today. Maybe it's just the lighting from the hallway. I have yellow lighting in the hallway and then white lighting in my room, so they're kind of competing with each other. But yeah, I love this stuff. Dark circles are pretty much gone. It's great. So then we take the lighter one and just with my finger tap it into where my dark circles are the most prominent. Alright, so my favorite YouTubers. The #1 YouTuber I watch is Jessica Braun. She is amazing and incredible. Her tag is JamBeauty89. If you do not watch her, go watch her, because she is, like I said, incredible. She seems to be like the sweetest person ever. She's a new mom, like literally like 10 days ago, had a baby, a little girl. And her husband are like my relationship goals. They're adorable. They're great. So, excuse me. So yesterday I also bought the e.l.f. Soothe and Set Eye Powder. I've heard great things about this. Never used it. I had to be really careful with eye powders because I have really dry under eyes. So, usually they dry me out if I use too much. Oh, this is going to end badly. I can already tell. And there's a film on here that I can't get off. It's going to be great if I cannot get this off. And I need to leave in like 10 minutes. And I'm working my nails doing this. Awesome. So we're just going to pop the whole lid off, which is not what you're supposed to do. And I'll fight with the film after. So we're going to pop some in the lid. And I've covered my white sheets on my bed. I'm currently sitting with my bedspread over my lap so that I don't end up with makeup everywhere. Here's my highlight brush. And I'm going to take my e.l.f. highlight brush, which I use for like everything, and pick up some of that. That's way too much for my eyes. Awesome. So yeah, but she is awesome and incredible. I end up with eyeshadow stuff all over my palette. Awesome. So just lightly pat this in. The main reason I love her channel so much is because she does more than natural stuff, natural looks, which instead of eyeshadow I actually prefer. And she just seems, and she's also a huge Disney fan, so that to me is extra points because I am also a huge nerd. But I also really enjoy watching her husband's channel, which is like a vlog, travel vlog, because he's a Disney travel agent. So I really enjoy watching his channel too, because they put all their vlogs, they travel all the time, and they put all their vlogs up there, and they are ridiculously adorable and hilarious to listen to. It's kind of like listening to two best friends bicker, but they're married with a kid now. So his vlog is Tyler Travels TV, so check him out too. And she's my, she's my absolute favorite YouTuber. My second favorite is a Canadian, because I am Canadian. Ooh, I feel like I should be like doing the whole Molson's Canadian thing, but I won't. Oh, I'm gonna put that lid back in there actually. And it is Rach Loves. She was the first YouTuber I ever watched. And she's the one who's kind of helped me learn how to put on makeup, since I was raised by a single dad who doesn't know how to put on makeup. And that's just where I've learned most of my techniques from, is from her. So how I got turned on to doing YouTube, or watching YouTube videos, was about 8 months ago, actually about a year ago now. I had a severe bout with depression, and watching makeup videos really helped burn me out of it, and she was the #1 YouTuber I watched at the time, was her, so it's kind of sentimental to me to watch her videos, because she just helped me basically claw my way out of the depression, her and the medication, let's not lie. And through that I learned that I absolutely love makeup. Way too much. So yeah, that is my whole take. That is the whole reason behind that. So she's kind of like nostalgic to me in a way, and that's probably why I love her videos. And if she's watching this, which I will freak out about, she's Canadian and I'm Canadian, and I'm pretty sure we're in the same area of Canada, because Canada's huge. But hey, Rachel, if you're watching this, collab, yes, no, let me know. Get back to me on that, because I would be totally down for that. Alrighty, so the bronzer I just used was my Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder in lighter skin, with the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. It's actually a complexion brush, and I'm using it for the wrong thing, and I know, but I do not have a bronzer brush. Wow. Alright, and the new blush I'm using is the Milani Baked Blush in shade Luminoso. This is a bit more shimmery than I tend to like my blushes, but we'll give it a shot. It was 45% off. So we're going to place that on the apples of the cheeks. Oh my god, there's a sheen to it. So it's like a golden sheen reflex, which matches the eye look really well. And I forgot to set the rest of my face. Whoopsies. I do those mistakes sometimes. I really like that. That is ridiculous how much I like that. Awesome. And like I said, I will be doing a check-in later on today. And then really super quickly, with the same highlight brush, I'm actually going to use it for highlight. Oh, there's still some blush on my brush. So we're going to pop that on a little bit more. and it's gone. So we're going to be using the Essence Pure Nude highlight and just their standard color. I kind of want to get their green one, but that's for a Halloween costume that I want to do, which I will probably post a video for. We will see. So I'm just going to throw this on. I'm not a huge fan of blingy highlights, so I like how this one is natural and subtle. Mainly the reason I'm not a fan of blingy highlights is because I have oily skin and my face always looks like it's shiny, and I don't like that look because I associate shiny with oil. So I'm not a huge fan of doing makeup either. I like matte makeup. So we'll see. So right now, like I'm a lot more matte than I usually am at this point in the day. Oh, I need to leave in 10 minutes. Way to go, Kim. Awesome. So, right, still one of my favorite YouTubers. So, I know there's one I have not mentioned, and she is coming next. The kind of beauty guru YouTube queen, and that is Chatty. I do enjoy her videos. Not as much. I'm kind of ranking these in like my most favorite to, this is my top 4. My most favorite to the ones I don't watch as often. The only reason I don't watch Chatty as often is I find her products are a lot more luxury and way out of my price range. Like, she uses a toner, her and her husband, who James is awesome, and I love it when he comes onto her channel, but they use a toner that's $275, and I'm not going to pay $275 for a toner because I work retail and I am broke. So that is the main reason why I'm not all like, ooh, I must watch Chatty all the time. And don't get me wrong, she's doing this huge declutter, which I applaud her for, because she has a ridiculous amount of makeup. I'm kind of jealous over the fact that she has so much makeup. But yeah, I'm trying to find my brow stuff. I am currently using a brow mascara, which isn't my favorite. It's the CoverGirl Easy Brow Shape and Define in shade Soft Brown. It's not my favorite way to apply it, but I bought it. I'm cheap. I'm going to use it up. So I'm just going to carefully place it in the brows. Because if you're not careful, you look like you're going crazy on your eyebrows, and you end up with like this weird mascara all over your forehead. But the one thing I like about it is it does set my brows. It sets them very loosely. So they're still moving. I'm not sure I'm going to like the feeling of cementing your brows to your face. I've never tried it, but maybe one day I will. This eyeshadow has not creased. Usually it creases by now. That's how fast my eyeshadow creases. It's ridiculous. Alright, so now I curl my lashes with my Hooded Eye Eyelash Curler from Tweezerman. It's not actually what it's called, but I don't remember. And this looks like a torture device, I know. So yeah, so then my 4th favorite YouTuber, and I don't watch her stuff. I love her channel and I love her recommendations. And that's Emily Noel. The only problem I have with her is, for some strange unknown reason, her voice puts me to sleep. Her voice is so calming to me, and I don't understand it. I love her recommendations. I love watching her channel, but she literally puts me to sleep. So I need to watch her videos like 3 times to get any of the information. However, she's got great recommendations. She's fantastic. She's a sweet person. Her kids are adorable. She has nicknames for all of her kids and her husband, and I think it's so cute. But yeah, she puts me to sleep. So that's the only reason I don't watch her. So I'm going to set my face now, which I use the Infallible Pro Spray and Set. We're going to do that now, and I do it before I use, I'm going to close my palette. I do that before I use my mascara, because I find my mascara runs if I don't do it any other way. And I always tie my hair back because I hate getting setting spray in my hair. Okay. And it has a ridiculous sprayer. I know. I'm not too sure I like the sprayer. And my camera keeps jiggling every time I fan myself. Sorry guys. I'm going to work on getting this whole setup a little bit better, so you don't watching me jiggle. But this is my first video, so I'm using my crappy Canon camera. But hey, it's better than my phone. So next I'm going to go into my Essence / Princess. So the 4 products that I'm really testing right now are the blush, the e.l.f. eye setting powder, the primer, and the infallible eyeshadow. Those are the 4 that I'm mainly testing. Everything else I know how it works because I've used it before. This stuff is seriously like Lash Paradise. So this Essence / Princess is a dupe for Lash Paradise in my opinion, which is a dupe for Better Than Sex by Too Faced. So if you want the Better Than Sex look, but you only want to spend like $5, I know in the States it's like $3, but in Canada it's $5.49. Go with the Lash Princess. The only problem I have with the Lash Paradise is it dries out after a month, and I don't want to spend like $12 on a mascara for it to dry out after a month. I'm too cheap to do that. Alrighty, so I'm not a big fan of the bended brushes, I've learned. I just got my forehead. Awesome, here we go. But I love the look, so I probably won't get this particular one again. So I'm hoping the other Lash Princesses have a straighter applicator. Awesome. And then, last but not least, the lipstick I'm wearing is the L'Oreal Color Re-Shine in the color Varnished Rosewood. For me, this is very much a Your Lips But Better shade. So, it just feels like I'm wearing a lip balm, and I have issues with lip products. They always, even lip balms, dry out my lips, so this is perfect for me. Awesome. And there you have it. So this is, minus the fact that I have mascara all over the bottom of my eyeshadow, or sorry, my setting powder. This is the look I came up with today. I will be doing a check-in later on tonight before I take all this off to let you know how everything wore. But yeah, I will see you guys later tonight. So, hello everyone again. It is currently 5 after 10 at night, and this is what my makeup is looking like right now. First of all, the primer I'm a little iffy on. My skin is still super oily, and I don't feel like my foundation stayed any longer than it normally does. I noticed at about noonish when I was at work, the redness on my nose and my cheeks was starting to come through, and also my chin and my forehead. Those are basically all of my problem redness areas, and they always come through. Now, I know the Physicians Formula foundation is a really light, sheer formula, so it's also not mattifying. I do have a more full coverage foundation that I'm going to try it with, and I will let you know. I'm not sure how the blush worked, because like I said, the redness started coming through, so I couldn't really see it. The under eye powder, it did start to get cakey in here about, again, the noon mark. That tends to be fairly normal for me. If I put too much under eye powder on, it just dries out that area. I naturally have really dry under eyes anyways, and so I'm going to try. I have other concealers to try the powder with, again, more full coverage ones, and we'll see how that goes. The shadow is probably my favorite. It stayed pretty much the way it looks now most of the day. I'm going to try it again. I am going to try it with just the one shadow, and do like a whole one shadow look later on, and we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to be using these products for about a month or so, and then I'll give you guys my final take on it. Today was just my first impressions, the one-stop shop, so to speak. So if you want to see that video, just please hit the subscribe button and the little bell, which will be somewhere down in this area here. and so you can get notified of when I post more videos, because I am going to be making a habit out of this. So thank you for joining me for my first video, and I hope you all enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you guys all later. Bye now.